Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating, the ancient science of acoustics. Now, when I say ancient, I don't just mean a few hundred years ago. We're talking about civilizations that existed thousands of years back, building structures and understanding sound in ways that are still impressive today. We'll explore how they used acoustics in their everyday lives, from religious ceremonies to simple, practical solutions. Think of it as a sonic archaeology, uncovering the secrets of sound from a time long past. Before we go too far, if this sounds intriguing to you, please consider giving this presentation a thumbs up. And for more amazing insights from the past, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite historical structure? Our journey begins with the Greeks. They were obsessed with understanding the world around them, and sound was no exception. Pythagoras, the famous mathematician, is credited with some of the earliest investigations into acoustics. He experimented with vibrating strings, discovering the relationship between their length and the pitch of the sound they produced. This was a groundbreaking discovery, laying the foundation for much of our understanding of music and harmony. Imagine the thrill of realizing that sound, seemingly ethereal, could be measured and understood through mathematics. These findings influenced architecture in unexpected ways. The Greeks weren't just theorists. They were also practical builders. They understood the importance of acoustics in their theaters. The open-air amphitheaters, like the one at Epidaurus, are marvels of engineering. They were designed to project sound clearly and evenly throughout the audience, even without modern amplification. This was achieved through careful attention to the shape of the seating, the materials used, and the overall design of the structure. It's a testament to their understanding of how sound waves travel and interact with their environment. If you're enjoying this peek into historical sound science, please subscribe for more ancient insights. How did the Greeks do it? Well, the placement of the seats, often built on a steep incline, helped prevent sound from being absorbed by the audience. The hard, reflective surfaces of the stone created echoes that reinforced the sound, projecting it further. The shape of the stage area itself acted as a sound reflector, directing the sound towards the audience. It was a complex system of design elements, all working together to create an optimal listening experience. It wasn't just luck, it was careful observation and understanding of acoustic principles. This level of knowledge isn't an accident. Someone took the time to learn these skills. Moving eastward, we encounter the Romans, who were heavily influenced by Greek culture but added their own innovations. Roman theaters, while similar in design to Greek amphitheaters, often incorporated enclosed spaces and more elaborate stage structures. They experimented with different materials, like concrete, to create larger and more impressive structures. The Romans were masters of engineering, and they applied their skills to improve the acoustics of their theaters and other public spaces. They also understood how sound could be used for practical purposes, such as signaling and communication. Roman bathhouses also demonstrate their understanding of acoustics. The large, vaulted ceilings and tiled walls of these structures created a unique acoustic environment. The Romans used this to their advantage, creating spaces where sounds were amplified and echoed, adding to the overall sensory experience of bathing. The echoes weren't just a byproduct, they were a deliberate design feature, enhancing the sense of grandeur and relaxation. It's a far cry from the noise pollution of our modern world. Let's journey to ancient Egypt. While less known for their formal acoustic studies compared to the Greeks, the Egyptians certainly understood the power of sound. Temples, like Karnak, were designed with massive stone columns and enclosed spaces that created a sense of awe and reverence. The acoustics of these spaces played a crucial role in religious ceremonies, amplifying the voices of priests and creating a sense of the divine. Imagine the echo of chants resonating through those massive halls. Sound was used to invoke the feeling of the gods. If you're liking these historical uses of sound, consider giving the video a thumbs up. There's speculation that the Egyptians also used acoustics in their tombs and pyramids. Some researchers believe that certain chambers were designed to resonate at specific frequencies, potentially for healing purposes, or to create a sense of altered consciousness. While the evidence is still debated, the idea that the Egyptians may have understood and manipulated sound on a deeper, more subtle level is intriguing. Did they have lost knowledge of how sounds affect the human body? This is something researchers are looking into more deeply. Crossing the Atlantic, we find fascinating examples of acoustic ingenuity in ancient Mesoamerica. The Maya civilization, in particular, demonstrated a keen understanding of sound. Their pyramids, like those at Chichen Itza, were not just impressive structures. They were also sophisticated acoustic devices. The main pyramid at Chichen Itza creates an echo that sounds remarkably like the call of the Quetzal bird when people clap in front of it. This phenomenon is believed to have been intentional, linking the pyramid to the sacred bird and reinforcing its symbolic importance. How did the Maya achieve this remarkable feat? The answer lies in the careful design of the pyramid steps. The specific angle and spacing of the steps create a series of reflections that combine to produce the bird-like chirp. It's an incredible example of acoustic engineering, demonstrating a deep understanding of how sound waves interact with complex surfaces. Imagine the knowledge needed to create this effect by hand. For more fascinating insights like this, subscribe for more. The ancient cultures of Asia also have a rich history of acoustics. In China, the principles of feng shui incorporate acoustic considerations, emphasizing the importance of creating harmonious soundscapes in homes and public spaces. The placement of objects, the use of materials, and the overall design of a space were all carefully considered to promote a sense of balance and well-being. Wind chimes are a perfect example of this principle in action, adding a calming and gentle sound to the environment. Traditional Chinese music also reflects a deep understanding of acoustics. Instruments were carefully designed to produce specific tones and harmonies, and music was often performed in spaces that were chosen for their acoustic properties. The goal was to create a sonic environment that was both aesthetically pleasing and conducive to meditation and spiritual practice. The blending of acoustics and spirituality is a common thread through many ancient cultures. How interesting is that? In India, ancient temples and palaces were often designed with intricate acoustic features. The echoing chambers and resonating walls created a sense of grandeur and mystery, adding to the spiritual significance of these spaces. The sound of chanting, music, and prayers would have been amplified and transformed by the acoustics of the buildings, creating a powerful and immersive experience. This shows the power that acoustics have in influencing the human experience. The Whispering Gallery in the Gol Gumbaz Mausoleum in India is a famous example of acoustic engineering. Even a whisper can be heard clearly across the vast dome, allowing for private conversations to be conducted discreetly. This effect is achieved through the carefully designed curvature of the dome, which focuses sound waves toward specific points. This is much like a modern satellite dish, but for sound. It's important to remember that ancient acoustics wasn't just about creating grand structures and enhancing religious ceremonies. It also played a role in everyday life. People used sound for communication, signaling, and even entertainment. Simple tools, like drums and horns, were used to transmit messages over long distances, and music was used to celebrate important events and mark the passage of time. It's amazing what we take for granted. The knowledge of acoustics was often passed down through generations of artisans and builders. These craftspeople developed a deep understanding of how different materials and construction techniques affected sound. They learned to listen carefully to the spaces they were creating and to adjust their designs accordingly. It was a hands-on, experiential learning process. If you're enjoying this look at historical ingenuity, please subscribe for more perspectives on the past. Unfortunately, much of this ancient acoustic knowledge has been lost over time. Wars, natural disasters, and the simple passage of time have destroyed many of the structures and artifacts that could have provided further insights into this fascinating field. However, by studying the surviving examples and piecing together the available evidence, we can still learn a great deal about the acoustic achievements of our ancestors. Modern technology allows us to analyze ancient structures with greater precision than ever before. We can use computer modeling and acoustic simulations to understand how sound waves behaved in these spaces and to recreate the acoustic experiences of the people who lived there. This is helping us to unlock new secrets and to appreciate the ingenuity of ancient builders in a whole new way. This information is being used in architecture today. One of the key lessons we can learn from ancient acoustics is the importance of considering sound in the design of our built environment. In our modern world, we often prioritize visual aesthetics over acoustic comfort, resulting in noisy and unpleasant spaces. By incorporating the principles of ancient acoustics, we can create environments that are both beautiful and functional, promoting well-being and enhancing our overall quality of life. Sound affects us, whether we realize it or not. Think about the impact of noise pollution on our health and productivity. Excessive noise can lead to stress, sleep disturbances, and even hearing loss. By designing spaces that minimize noise and promote acoustic clarity, we can create healthier and more productive environments. This isn't just about building concert halls. It's about creating homes, offices, and public spaces that are conducive to human well-being. I think it's an interesting point to consider. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Another important aspect of ancient acoustics is the use of natural materials. Stone, wood, and other natural materials have unique acoustic properties that can enhance the sound quality of a space. By using these materials thoughtfully, we can create environments that are both aesthetically pleasing and acoustically sound. Natural materials often age better than man-made alternatives. This gives them another advantage. The study of ancient acoustics also reminds us of the importance of listening. In ancient cultures, people were much more attuned to the sounds of their environment. They listened to the wind, the water, and the animals, and they used this knowledge to understand the world around them. By cultivating our own listening skills, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the acoustic environment and learn to design spaces that are in harmony with nature. If you appreciate the sounds of nature, consider giving this presentation a thumbs up. The rediscovery of ancient acoustic principles is also leading to new innovations in modern technology. Researchers are using ancient designs as inspiration for new types of acoustic panels, sound absorbers, and other devices. By combining ancient wisdom with modern technology, we can create solutions to some of the most pressing acoustic challenges of our time. This field has so much potential for growth and development. For example, some researchers are exploring the use of biomimicry, drawing inspiration from the acoustic properties of natural structures like seashells and bird feathers. By mimicking these designs, they can create new materials that are both lightweight and highly effective at absorbing sound. It's all about looking to nature for inspiration and innovation. The study of ancient acoustics is not just about understanding the past, it's also about shaping the future. By learning from the acoustic achievements of our ancestors, we can create a world that is more harmonious, more peaceful, and more conducive to human well-being. It's a journey that requires curiosity, creativity, and a willingness to listen to the wisdom of the ages. How fascinating is that? In conclusion, the ancient science of acoustics is a rich and fascinating field that offers valuable insights into the relationship between sound, space, and human experience. By studying the acoustic achievements of ancient civilizations, we can learn to design environments that are both beautiful and functional, promoting well-being and enhancing our overall quality of life. But what did you think? What applications of acoustics are you most curious about? Tell me in the comments, and I will discuss them in the next presentation. From the magnificent amphitheaters of Greece and Rome to the echoing temples of Egypt and the chirping pyramids of Mesoamerica, the ancient world was filled with examples of acoustic ingenuity. These structures stand as testaments to the power of sound and the ability of humans to understand and manipulate it. This knowledge has inspired generations of scientists, architects, and artists. It continues to inspire us. So the next time you find yourself in a beautiful space, take a moment to listen. Listen to the way the sound reverberates off the walls, the way it fills the air, and the way it makes you feel. You might be surprised at what you discover. You might even hear echoes of the ancient past. Sound is all around us. It is time to listen. Thank you for joining me on this sonic exploration of the ancient world. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the fascinating history of acoustics, and I hope it inspires you to consider how you can make sound more intentionally in your own work, home, and life. If you have enjoyed this presentation, consider subscribing for more looks into the lost technologies of the past. This will help me continue to produce these amazing presentations for you. Remember, the study of acoustics is an ongoing journey of discovery. There's always more to learn, more to explore, and more to understand. So keep listening, keep experimenting, and keep searching for the hidden secrets of sound. Let's work together to unlock more secrets from the past. Be curious. Think oddly.